This is the audience. The act of banning books in schools takes away the freedom of speech guaranteed by the First Amendment. The government should not be involved in deciding which books students can or cannot read. If parents do not want their children to read particular books, that decision should be left to the parents and not the government. Parents can guide their own children's reading choices, but they should not have the authority to limit what other students can access. There should be a clear separation between what the government restrictions and what parents decide for their families. Just as there is a separation between church and state, religion should not influence lawmakers' decisions about what laws are passed, and personal beliefs should not be determined which books are available to all children. If parents have concerns about specific books, they should discuss that concerns with their children, not with the school board. When schools ban books for everyone, it limits the rights and education for all students. When we silence authors and restrict access to literature, we teach young people that certain voices and experiences are not worth hearing, and that lesson can have a long-term consequence for how they view knowledge and freedom. Many books commonly taught or read in schools have been banned, including To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Along with Anne Frank's diary, other Holocaust books such as Night by Elie Wiesel have also faced bans in certain states. For instance, Night has been banned in Iowa and temporarily banned in Central York, Pennsylvania, and in Congy Valley, California. Parents must permit their child to read the book. There are powerful and educational books that teach students about history, empathy, and human rights. Removing them deprives students of valuable learning opportunities and keeps them from engaging with difficult but necessary truths. When students read the stories, they are not learning about the past, they are also gaining the ability to recognize injustice in the present. History should not be erased or softened to make people more comfortable. It should be studied so we can learn from it and do better in the future. Books like The Hate You Give teaches students about social justice, racial inequality, and the importance of understanding others' experiences. The novel follows Star Carter, a teenager who witnesses a police shooting of her unarmed friend. Through the story, readers explore themes of racism, identity, and the power of finding one's voice in the face of injustice. Banning this book silences essential conversations that many students need to have to understand the world around them. Rather than removing it, the school should use The Hate You Give as an opportunity to help students think critically about these real-life issues and to learn how to discuss complex topics respectfully. Reading stories like Stars encourages empathy and awareness, allowing students to connect classroom learning to real-world challenges. Books like this can spark thoughtful discussion, emotional growth, and even challenges within communities, something that benefits everyone, not just students. When we hide from difficult stories, we also hide from the chance to grow. Book bans also deeply affect teachers, librarians, and students who want to read. When a book is suddenly banned, teachers who have already made lesson plans revolving around the book are forced to find replacements on short notice. These teachers often choose certain books because they know they can help students grow intellectually and emotionally. Librarians face similar struggles. Many elementary school librarians read aloud or recommend age-appropriate books for the children. And when titles are banned, they must quickly change the selections. They are also tasked with removing these books from the shelves, sending a discouraging message to young readers. As Dr. Rudine Sims Bishop once said, when children cannot find themselves reflected in the books they read, or when the images they see are distorted, negative, or laughable, they learn a powerful lesson about how they are devalued in the society of which they are a part of. When books representing diverse experiences are banned, students lose the chance to see themselves and others accurately reflected in literature. For some students, the school library may be their only access to books. Removing them deprives them of the opportunity to learn and relate. Access to diverse books is more than just an educational issue. It is a matter of equality and representation. Every student deserves to feel seen, heard, and valued in what they read. In recent years, especially in 2023, banning books has become increasingly common. Reports show a 65% increase in book bans in 2023 compared to the year before, 2022. Although censorship has existed since at least 1650, the surge in banned books today is alarming. The 1969 Supreme Court case Tinker v. Des Moines involved students who were suspended for wearing black armbands to protest the Vietnam War. The court ruled that the students and teachers did not lose their constitutional rights to freedom of speech or expression on school grounds. That ruling still stands, yet current book bans contradict its principles. By restricting access to literature, the government limits students' freedom to explore ideas and express themselves. Every student should have the right to learn, read, and think freely without unnecessary government interferences. Schools should be places that open minds, not close them. When we remove books because they make us uncomfortable, we remove the very tool that helps students learn how to think critically, debate respectfully, and understand perspectives different from their own. Education should challenge us, not shelter us. In conclusion, banning books in schools deprives students of their right to learn, think, and express themselves freely. It prevents them from gaining a complete understanding of the world and silence important voices that deserve to be heard. Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 serves as a warning about what happens when society allows people to stop thinking critically and questioning authority, just as modern book bans aim to restrict what students can read and discuss. Bradbury's message is clear. When we erase stories, we erase freedom. If we continue down this path, we risk creating a future where curiosity and individuality are lost. Just as Bradbury's characters had to fight to preserve knowledge and truth, it is our responsibility to do the same. The books we choose to protect or to silence will define the value of our generation. To protect education and democracy, we must stand against book banning and defend every student's right to read and learn freely. The audience again.